Hail Satan, everybody. Glad to be back here once again to our YouTube channel and in our YouTube studio to be doing another video. Now, this video is about the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival, okay, and its importance to the future growth of Theistic Satanism. Wow, did Drew just say that? Its importance to the future growth of Theistic Satanism. I did say that. Yes, I did. Okay. So in my book of Devilish Deeds, my Master Counsel Book of Devilish Deeds, I was going to be doing a different class or discussion today. And it was going to be, why become a Brotherhood of Satan member? What makes us different, right? There's plenty of information about the Brotherhood out there. As everybody knows, we don't really recruit, but we are out here where people can find us. And it's for a reason. That reason, Satan's reason. Okay. Okay. But so instead of doing that discussion today, I am doing this discussion. I felt it was important to do this discussion, especially right now. Okay. Let me get my Master Counselor gavel right here. Okay. I got it. Okay. Put it next to the skull. All right. Why I think this is important to talk about the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival. Wow. Okay. Now, we've laid the grassroots groundwork for the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival, okay? The actual vehicle for theistic Satanists to come together. We're not new at any of this in bringing people from the left-hand path or Satanists together. We've been doing this offline over 40 times. Okay, we've actually had real satanic unity offline over 40 times with the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival. Great news is we've just evolved to where we created our own website, www.darkartssabbatfestival.com, and we are now on the wide world web with it. Okay. Prior to us going wide world web with it, which we know we're going to get a major response coming up from being on the wide world web. Prior to that, we only shared our banners on Facebook network for the most part. I would pass a few on Instagram and other places, right? But during that time period, we weren't really concerned with bringing a lot of people to the Sabbath. The Sabbats were originally set up by Brotherhood of Satan to be a felicitation for our members to be able to move up offline and to actually have a vehicle for interaction, offline satanic practices, including satanic witchcraft, being presented where we all could get together with our kindred, right? Those of like mind, and be able to have a respect amongst one another, learn from one another, and do a lot of ritual, a lot of classes and stuff where we're learning from each other. That's what you call productivity within Satanism. We're learning from each other. Wow. And there's nothing that says Satanists cannot learn from each other. You tell me where there's a law out there. You show Drew where. There's a law that says no, Satanists cannot ever work together. Remember, those constructs are coming from people that are putting those thought form patterns out there to keep us separated. Okay? Be careful of that. Drew, above many people, because of my many, many years of service as a Satanist, okay, now 67 years as an offline Satanist, I've seen a lot of things with this, right? I've seen a lot of people trying to discourage us from getting together with our sisters and brothers. Okay. Now, Drew is going to acknowledge our diversity within Satanism. And Drew, as a person that follows real satanic philosophy, is not going to say our diversity is wrong. No, I couldn't be true to Satan and satanic philosophy for me to make that statement, right? But with our diversity, there's a lot of commonalities. Holy shit. And when Drew's telling us to look at the commonalities instead of all of our differences, I'm going to tell you something. On satanic scales, our commonalities far outreach our differences and our diversity. Let's start learning from each other. Okay. There's going to always be Satanists that are theistic. There's always going to be Satanists that are atheistic. Doesn't mean there has to be a major gap between us. I grew up with the old adage of, live and let live. And yes, that was part of Brotherhood Satanism and generational Satanism, us having that attitude. What that really meant was we're each to champion our own personal satanic freedom. That means the freedom to make decisions and choices for ourselves, the betterment of ourselves. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, I even have to champion atheistic Satanism, even though I don't know how they can call themselves Satanists. But I do champion their right to their own freedom to see Satan any way they want to. Okay. So let's look at the commonalities instead of our diverse differences, okay? Instead of focusing so much on this. And then the other thing is, let's move away, okay? And this is, again, what this festival is all about. What this Sabbath Festival has been being sponsored twice a year offline by Brotherhood of Satan National Office. Why we're doing this, right? Is to give people a chance and a platform and a place, a home for Satanists to come together and respect. As this Sabbath Festival gets bigger, and we know it's going to, there's untold possibilities and opportunities for Satanists, okay? Vending alone, you can do vending there, okay? Because especially when we're bigger, okay? Especially when we're bigger, there can be vending there. As a satanic leader, you'll be able to get out and teach, to do classes and workshops. I've done thousands of them. No, not a lie. Fact, not fiction. And what makes you a leader? Becoming a leader. Living what a leader does. What you do in your everyday actions in your life was what makes you a leader. I'm sure there's people that get tired of Drew's vids. But Drew's a consistent leader. If we don't have consistent leaders at all, we stagnate. No growth. This is a time of the new age of Satan. It's a time for satanic growth. Yes, for Satan, but more so for us as individual Satanists as well, okay? More so on the individual level as Satanists. It's a time for us to shine. A time for us to be recognized. Now, it's true, any Satanist, even an individual solitary Satanist, can get out there to be recognized. Drew's question is this: what, as a satanic leader or a satanic individual, are you being recognized for? Okay. Are you the kind of satanic leader that just gets out there and sows seeds of discord, separatism, and all that crap? Or are you going to be known for something better? Something that served Satan, served yourself, and served your sisters and brothers? Okay. Now, when we use the word serve in Satanism, we don't mean the slave shall serve. We're not talking about the slaves. We're talking about true infernal service to the master. They are two separate things. No Satanist, no true Satanist is a slave to anything. But am I in service to Satan? Drew's been in service to Satan since a young child. I won't make qualms about it. Did that make me a satanic slave ever? Drew's absolutely never been a satanic slave his entire life. I've been a leader in anything I involved myself in. Leaders are not slaves. Leaders are masters. And you have to master everything as a leader, right? Okay. The place to shine as a leader are things like the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival. It's going to give you your chance to teach to more people, be involved in more rituals, get a good introduction into real satanic witchcraft, right? Which is who we were before the label Satanism. And then regular satanic ritual developed after that. Different than the dark sabbatical rites to Satan from our past history. Okay. So at this Dark Arts Sabbat Festival, Drew's proposing this. Let the Brotherhood elders, Brotherhood of Darkness elders, let us come out and start showing you some interesting things. Okay. But we want you to be excelling on a personal level as well. That's the most important thing to a Satanist like Drew. Okay. Satan will put us all where Satan knows what we're good at. And that, my friends and sisters and brothers, is our satanic niche. Once we realize that we're on the way to satanic mastery, once we realize what that niche for us each is. Okay. Again, the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival. We're going to be bringing back a lot of customs at this event. Okay. We're going to be moving into having major land to be doing these events on and stuff. This is in the catalyst of within the next 2 years, too. Okay. So, we already have the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival ongoing right now. We're growing, however, and we are going to be growing even more as an offline event. I have some books coming out. They are going to be major in the theistic satanic community as far as books coming out. Inside the Brotherhood of Satan. I'm already being talked to that it could possibly be a movie. This just happened within several days, everybody. Just within the last several days. Okay. So we have a direction. We will build the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival. It's going to be huge. Okay. And it's a place for us to come together offline. Okay. We do 2 of these events right now per year, what we call national events, right? Okay. We do 2 a year already. I've done over 40 of these in the last 25 years, 27 years. So. And they were for our Brotherhood of Satan new generation members, right? To get to know who their Brotherhood of Darkness elders were, and let us, for us to slowly invite people into more and more Brotherhood ritual, okay? And more about the Brotherhood itself, and even knowing about the sabbatical wheel of the year and things of that nature that are important to Satanists if you're really living Satanism. And absolutely it is important to those practicing satanic witchcraft. Satanists today, modern Satanists today, are going to go, well, those Sabbats and all that stuff had nothing to do with Satanism. Okay. Drew doesn't want to fucking debate and get in pissing matches with people. Absolutely has a lot to do with Satanism, okay? Because we weren't called Satanists back then. Our events where we were satanic witches, okay? And we did get together, and there was a sabbatical. There was a renunciation of fucking Christianity and all these other things, the devil's mark, okay, guys? And we're going to be reenacting and doing all these things again, as in Brotherhood tradition, as was taught to Drew. We're going to be doing this stuff again at these bigger festivals once they develop into being much bigger. Then we're doing 4 a year open national events, guys. And that doesn't mean we're not doing the other 4, the lesser Sabbats. We'll be doing those as well right there locally, of course, at our new Brotherhood Center. People can still come to those as well. There'll be opportunities for people to stay right there at the Brotherhood Center. We're going to have outdoor ritual grounds and indoor ritual grounds. Watch what the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival grows into. I'm at the helm. The head of the dragon knows where the dragon's going, right? Hopefully. The beast. Okay. Dark Arts Sabbat Festival. It's of absolute importance to the growth of Theistic Satanism. Theistic Satanism. All of us Theistic Satanists that truly believe in Satan, guess what? Because we really believe in Satan, at these events, we're going to see enough to know Satan truly exists. Now, there's where the modern Satanists are going to jump up, atheistic Satanists are going to jump up and freak out. When Drew hears from people at our own Sabbath events, I saw Satan. And Drew says back to them, yeah, just this morning, I saw Satan standing at the landing on the stairs. And that was the exact same place the other person saw Satan. No, it's not in our imagination. No, we weren't doing hallucinogenic drugs, guys and girls. Belief leads you to what you're going to really see. Okay? Believe first to see. Not, I got to see it to believe something. Talk about this a lot, the true power of belief, right? Well, at these kind of things, the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival, the true power of belief comes in, especially when you have a major ritual. Everyone is in like mind, guys. We're all in like mind at this ritual. A concerted like mind is going on in our major rituals. Individual Satanists, yes, we're powerful. And I'm not saying I'm not a powerful Satanist by myself. Believe me, I am. I've always been. Young child through today. But the real power that Drew has seen was in Satanism, organized Satanism, which is what this Sabbath's all about too, organizing us. All of Theistic Satanism. None of us should be backbiting each other. Okay? We're a unity organization, Satanic unity organization. Respect and the principles of brotherhood at all of our events and between our members is important. That's a foundation of it all. But no one can tell Drew you can't do this. And really, I don't see how any other Theistic Satanist like Drew would take that shit from anybody else, telling us how to believe in Satan, trying to tell us Satan doesn't even exist, when on a personal level, real Satanists have seen enough to know he exists. Okay. Dark Arts Sabbat Festival, guys. It's our vehicle. It's the brotherhood way forward for all of us, right? You got no idea what we'll be able to do. It's going to bring organization to Satanism as well. Okay. And that's where I come in. It's about two things in Satanism. Keeping the craft of Satanism alive as a craft also, not just as a satanic organization. And proving to the world there is actually satanic unity. How can we all get together and have no problems working together and stuff at our events and stuff? You can't say something is a fallacy if it's already happened. And not just once, but many, many, many times we prove, right? Okay. at the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival. Let me tell you what goes on at this place. Okay, guys, you got to hear this. 5 days and nights of kindredship with your sisters and brothers, other satanic sisters and brothers and left-hand path practitioners. We have feasting. We have revelry. We have a lot of ritual. Not a few. Oh, they do a ritual. At the event, they did one ritual. You don't know the Brotherhood if you think we only do one ritual. We have dedication rites going on. We have initiations, child of darkness initiation rites going on. We have lower and higher infernal clergy ordinations going on. We have the Sabbath ritual going on. We have the satanic mass going on. And numerous rituals by other members. Okay. And as we get bigger, we're going to have major entertainment brought in. Yes. And Drew doesn't want them coming in doing freebies. No. We will have the money to bring in the acts and the special guests that we want to bring in. Okay? We're working towards it now. See the vision. Believe in Satan. See this vision that Drew's talking about here. A time and a place. In today's world, even, for all of us theistic Satanists to come together and really unite. Not under the banner of Drew, not under the banner of the Brotherhood of Satan, under the individual satanic banner of Satan that represents us all, each as an individual Satanist. Something we can all agree on as theistic Satanists. We can all agree on this. We believe in Satan. Wow, do you guys realize the power of belief in Satan when there's a lot of us together believing in Satan? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Satan's going to believe in us. Unequivocally, without a shadow of a doubt in Drew's mind. None. Our vehicles is the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival. Absolutely. And it's going to be bigger and better. And as these things happen for the growth of the Brotherhood of Satan, wow, our events will get a lot bigger. You'll be surprised. We won't be putting out quite as much money as we do now for our venues and places to do our Sabbats and stuff. We move them around. No, they're not cheap. We put money out. Absolutely. And the national office doubles the money that comes in from member contributions for our festival. So we do everything right, everybody. And we'll continue to do everything right with it. But gosh, see the vision. I'm going to live to see it. I just had a birthday. I just turned 70. Brotherhood of Satan is a satanic legacy organization. In order to have a satanic legacy, we have to be bringing in funds from all different things, different projects that Drew's going to do as your Master Counselor Emeritus, and the growth of that Dark Arts Sabbat Festival. See what I'm saying? You'll see it. Contributors will show up. Satan and the demons are telling Drew this already. Okay. Now again, a lot of it goes back to the true power of belief that you have. And a person that's really living their Satanism, right? Can some of us come along as satanic leaders and bring us all together? Oh, I absolutely believe that's true. But those leaders have to be the right kind of leaders. I hope I'm one of them. I hope I'm that kind of leader to everybody, too. You have to be the kind of leader that respects everyone, treats everybody equal. There's no gender within Brotherhood of Satan that's better than the other. In fact, we hold the Dark Goddess, women members of Brotherhood of Satan, higher than us as males. Truth. Because they do represent the Dark Mother. Absolutely. You'll see a lot of things like that at our offline event too. Like I said, the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival. You'll see Rites of Lilith. In fact, in October, we're streaming the Daughters of Lilith, part of our Brotherhood of Satan organization, a separate branch for the ladies, is actually going to live stream from the October festival. Yeah, it's going to be pretty good. Okay. This next Dark Arts Sabbat Festival coming spring 2024. Coming up in May, right around the Satanic corner. Very, very much surprises planned for that festival, guys. For all of you that are already registered are going to be here. It's going to be great. Even I am doing things I've never did before, okay? I'm going to be talking about Basque witchcraft in my own bloodline. How many satanic leaders go out there and show who they really are? Okay. Especially related with the Basque. Wow. That's just one. Okay. And then I have other ones that, of course, are connected with the Beltane Grand Sabbath and Walpurgis, of course. Our satanic mass is in honor of the Mother of Darkness. It's a Brotherhood of Darkness generational satanic mass, which I wrote. Yes, Drew wrote it. And Drew gets to officiate it this spring. Okay. There's so much, okay, that we're going to be showing you guys. I had somebody talk to me the other day, and I said, Drew, in fact, it was High Priest, Arch-High Priest Zachary, Zach Wolf, Wicked, Arch-High Priest Wicked. And he said, you know, Dad, when you describe the ritual that takes place, no, this is an old one, an old custom ritual for the Brotherhood, right? The ritual that takes place when you create a witch's broomstick and how to make one and all that. It's very sexual. And the ritual shows you how to make the broomstick, okay? And it explains some very sexual things. First of all, the staff of the broom is impregnating the Mother Earth. That's very sexual. But when you look at the shaft of the broom, which is preopic, right? Represents a male phallus. Okay, it's a phallic symbol, very, very much so. But you'll notice the way the broom is going to be constructed is, yeah, the staff's already impregnating the Mother Earth. And then you are going to be working on, and you have to make sure it's totally stable in the ground. It's not moving around or nothing, and will not move. And then you're working on attaching your, and I use heather for my witch's broom ends, by the way. Cinnamon heather. Cinnamon attracts money too, by the way. But, okay. And is an aid in protection as well. Okay. And you're crafting the top of the broomstick then, which is really would be the bottom of the broom, depending on how you're using it, right? But when it's straight up and down, guess what? So then you have the preopic male staff, the broom handle. Again, while the bottom is impregnating the Earth Mother, the Dark Mother, the top is impregnating her again. Why? Because what do you think this ends of the broom represent? Yes, the yoni. Yes, the female vagina with hair. Okay, absolutely. And so it's a very sexual ritual because there's energy put into it as it's being created. There's a dance going on around it, which is a sexual dance. It's not a fluff bunny dance or anything like that. It's a sexual, and there's a bloodletting in this dance. If you're going to create your witch's broom, you're going to do it traditionally, right? Put something yourself into it. Give something back for the powers you're going to obtain from using it. Okay. That's just an idea, gives you an idea of some of the customs that we could be doing, right? Or will be doing. That people know I know how to do. Okay. But all right. And yes, we're going to be doing so much more also outdoors. Great to have inside rituals like we've been doing, these last 5-6 years now. 7 years almost. Okay. But Drew loves his outdoor ritual. Okay. And all that's important. Okay. Having the big bonfire, for instance, right? Okay. And one of the things that I love to do at our Sabbath events is I teach in the ritual. Yeah, not the Brotherhood just doesn't have just teachings, that are on paper, or we teach it just in the class. The Brotherhood has oral transmission. Okay, that Drew likes to teach things actually in rituals as well. And again, these are old customs from the Brotherhood covenants. Okay, it's not anything new Drew's doing. He just knows how to do these things. And when? Because I was taught from a child on up, I was taught these things myself. And I, in turn, am passing on the lore, right? And that's what you're supposed to do. So in order to pass on the lore, and you don't want it to just be like online paperwork, your school's instruction, going over that with your students and stuff, with the initiates and the on up, okay? You want to be able to show everybody certain things too. And it is about transferal of gnosis, right? Knowledge. But there's also a lot of ways to transfer knowledge, everybody. And they are through our customs and traditions of the Brotherhood. That's why you see Drew introducing chanting and things. And these are Brotherhood chants. These are not from the outside world at all. They belong to us. Shared with our entire Brotherhood membership. There's even more stanzas to them that Drew knows that I know are too deep for everybody to be able to do. So I try to keep it short and sweet because we want the participation of group mind also. Okay. I'm not about making things so long-winded. Drew's about containing energy, raising the energy as quickly as we can, and as concisely as we can, and as compact as we can at times, right? And not have to do more and more just to add to our thought form pattern and our demonic energy that's actually taking the shape and the form in our rituals. Okay. There's a lot more to it. And this is why it's important to know offline Satanism. Be a part of something. Don't be just a cyber Satanist. I know a lot of them. And I think some of them may mean well. Yes, I do. They mean well. But they're so disorganized in their lives they can't even get to something like the Brotherhood sponsors. It's sad to see those things. Start making Satan a priority in your lives. Make our mother Lilith a priority in your life. And yes, you can still do that while you're on the internet and stuff. I do love a lot of the stuff that goes out on the net about Lilith. And what the Brotherhood puts out, our stuff too. I really do like it all. But let's live it. Evil spelled backwards is live, right? Okay. And we know Satanists aren't just evil people. We're actually the embodiment of the gods and goddesses, reborn again in the physical realm upon the earth plane to enjoy life and to indulge and enjoy life. Okay? And yeah, we can have a lot of fun. And there's nothing wrong with the hedonism part of Satanism, but there's a time and place for it. Learn to be a real Satanist. This is for the leaders out there. Don't use hedonism as the reason to be a leader, please. It's all you want is sex. Try believing in Satan first. You'd be surprised what's there for you when you really are sincere in soul. Learn how the demons really work. Learn to walk in the infernal realm. I have one foot in the infernal realm all the time and one foot in my physical life here, my incarnation too. Why? I'm a balanced Satanist. I won't disrespect others unless there's a real good reason, right? That's like doing a destruction ritual. And woe be it to any enemies that come up against the Brotherhood or any of our supporters and stuff when we're doing Dark Arts Sabbat festivals, right? Because think of the group mind destruction ritual that would be there. I always try to warn people. If you're going to insult people on the internet, being stupid and thinking you're hiding behind your computer screen, being a cyber bully, real witches like Drew, we can tell a lot about you and you may not realize it, but we can project to you. And you want those, you better not want a bad projection coming to you. And we do all get together and we do a number of different kinds of rituals. Don't be the ritual we end up putting in the fucking jar later, okay? And I don't mean a love jar or a prosperity jar, okay, guys and girls? I mean the ones fucking buried in the graveyard, not a freshly dug grave. That's got you in it. All right, I won't go there. You get my drift. So here, the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival is really going to be something else, guys. Wow. Satan has now created. I'm not saying Drew did this and Raven did it. Let's just say Satan did it. Okay. And Satan wants this for all of us. Wow. Let Satan guide your hand. Let your black flame start burning like it's supposed to, right? So let's turn some fucking gas on that flame, okay, guys? Turn it up by a real belief in Satan. You are going to be surprised once you're standing in something like the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival and you're in a big ritual like that, or you're in a ritual like that, and you're looking around. It's more than just seeing everybody standing there in that dark circle. You're going to feel this impression so fucking strongly. Because if you're there, you were meant to be there. That's the Brotherhood. You're going to feel it so strongly that you've been there, you did this before, and you are going to feel your past life as a witch. For those of you that were, you're going to know it. You're going to have that feeling. That quantum physics is going to change. And yes, Drew, you can do that in our rituals. I can make the environment change. We're in the other world right now. I do it every time I step behind an altar. I can do it sitting here right here talking to you. In fact, I'm often in the demonic or the other world. Sometimes even doing my videos with all of you. We now have the vehicle. Hail Satan to that. You can go to https, the whole thing, okay? www.darkartssabbatfestival.com. Okay? We're going to keep that updated. The website will be constantly updated. Right after one Sabbath is behind us, the site's going to be updated to talk about the next Sabbath. The dates will be there within a week past one of them, when one's finished. Okay? We will talk more, and we'll talk about the ideas and the things that we want to present at those Sabbaths as well. It's going to be there, okay? Wow. I'm telling you guys, there's so much we're going to be able to do. And again, those that are really against theistic Satanism, they're going to find that theistic Satanism, once it's organized properly, is going to be a force to reckon with, as is the way of our master Satan, right? You won't just have an opportunity to learn from somebody like Drew. And I'm thankful that I am a good teacher. I thank Satan every day for everything, and my family for the things I know. But it's more than that. You're going to have an opportunity to learn, not just from Drew, but from hundreds of other Satanists as we get bigger and learn from your sisters and brothers on an individual level. Brotherhood of Satan is a whole different organization. Guess what our high clergy do? And it's not because they're being dictated to and told they have to do it. They show their sisters and brothers why they've earned a clergy entitlement, a clergy ordination. You know why? How they do it? They do a ritual right in front of their brothers and sisters. There isn't anybody, Brotherhood of Satan national office moves up that did not deserve it. Okay. Then the other thing about us, and with the Dark Arts Festival, we're going to be this way. We will recognize other satanic leaders of note. And yes, we want them to come to our events. Yes, we want them to be guest speakers in our future events and stuff. We're going to be that big. Okay. I own a promotions company already. The Brotherhood owns a promotions company. We're going to be connecting all these things together, guys. It's going to fucking be big. Come in on the ground floor right now. Grow with us. Be the serpent in the vine. Okay? We are the Brotherhood. We are the serpent. Our ancestors walked with us. We are the Brotherhood. We are the serpent. Our demons walk with us. And we walk hand in hand with our sisters and brothers. And guess what? Dark Arts Sabbat Festival is it. There is our vehicle to live real Satanism offline. I don't think it's a fallacy for Drew to believe there are thousands of Satanists that need a home. You have the generational brotherhood to back you. We're slowly dying out. We've been around in the dark occult since the beginning of colonial America, pre-colonial America, pre-Revolutionary War. And our bloodlines are slowly dying out. Whether it be in regular witchcraft or satanic witchcraft, the regular druids or the dark druids, paganism, shamanism, leaders are passing away. I can't tell you countless people I've lost in my life that were top leaders in all of the dark occult world, guys. And pioneers, just like me. Pioneers in the occult and the establishment of recognized witchcraft and all these kinds of things for our benefit so that we can practice today as free satanic witches, right? As free Satanists. And now we can practice as free Satanists. Time to come together is now. Satanic unity is now. Everyone's welcome. There's only one faction that Drew says the Brotherhood has to leave out. We cannot be associated with people that have any racism in their background, okay, or are racist today, or having satanic organizations that have that slant of racism. The Brotherhood is for all. Equality between males and females and even alternative genders. And we are a unity organization. You cannot ever make a statement that you are a satanic unity organization and endorse racism. You will not see racism at our events. You will see everyone at our events because we are all under the eyes of Satan equal. We are all a soul. No, that's not a Christian concept. Fucking don't even tell Drew it is. We're all spirits housing. Why do you think we have a black flame in our external temple, our bodies? But this external temple houses what? Our spirit. Which should be our black flame of Satan. If you're a real Satanist. Okay. So what does Satanism want to do? We're externalizing who we are inside. That's what our rituals do. That's what our spells do. And no, we don't go through motions of doing spells and rituals and nothing works. Our shit works. Because every step of the way with Brotherhood of Satan, we're teaching you about increase and decrease, the lunar phases, how to do fucking satanic magic properly. And this is what we're going to be teaching all through the Dark Arts Sabbat Festivals. We do, every fest. And you're going to... We've had people go, man, I've never been in rituals that had that much energy, that much of an electrical charge flowing through. Just this past September festival, which was a national event, we just had. We had people saying, we've never experienced power like that, nor that many rituals that had that much power in them. And no, it's not Drew doing it. It's all of us together. There's my point. Why is there a Dark Arts Sabbat Festival? Is it just for the brother who wants to make money? No. We have to have a vehicle for all of us. A place we can come together. A spiritual safe haven for all of us. The left-hand path. The outsiders, right? Hell, I'm an outsider, guys. I don't want to fit in their normal society. The norm. Fuck that norm. I've never been in the norm. I'm going to tell you something about me. Even grade school and high school, people fucking pointed at me and said, witch! So am I fucking afraid of persecution? No. Okay. And believe me, they weren't yelling witch down and pointing their finger at me if I wasn't really a witch, guys and girls. So here's your chance. Be around some real generational Satanism. Here's your fucking chance. And you're going to be surprised because none of your generational elders will try to dictate to you. And what we're going to do is enhance what you already have within you. Because what do we want to do? We don't want to make you somebody else. It's so full of shit that the Brotherhood would ever want to mind control anybody. I'll tell you why. There's no two of us the same. The key then, the satanic key to that fucking infernal door to hell, then is to fucking enhance what you already know and start developing your talents as a Satanist. I have people come to me, hundreds of them. Drew, I don't know what my niche is. What are you good at? There's your niche. Make what you're good at something that serves you as an individual Satanist and serves the master. Where's my niche? The niche is in here. But it's already you. Brother doesn't want you to be somebody else. I can look at another individual Satanist. I have no animosity about them. I have no, I'm afraid they're going to usurp my power, my knowledge. Why would I have a feeling like that? Because we all have our own magic. Get that one. And yes, here's the satanic organization that says we're encouraging that. Your magic too. And just think what you're going to learn just by being with us as well. Holy shit. Okay. I'm telling you right about the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival, everyone. Try to make one. Okay. They're going to be getting bigger. I know from my service, Infernal service as a master counselor in Southern California, how to do these kind of things, okay? And we're going to have that festival be much bigger. It's going to be on private grounds and these things coming up in the near future, okay? And we're going to be able to bring class acts and talent. It's going to be fucking fantastic. We're going to do what they say can't be done. Who said that? Smoking the Bandit or whatever? Okay. But that's it. That's the Brotherhood. We're going to do what they say can't be done. Actually, we've already been doing it since we've had Brotherhood sponsors to come out to create the new Brotherhood generation, the Brotherhood of Satan. We've already been doing it. But there's a reason the Brotherhood elders of the national office do things with our festivals the way we did them. Many come to us and don't know anything about satanic magic or witchcraft or any of it. We've had to start them off with simple one-on-one stuff to some of us. Even elements. They didn't even know how to master an element, how to summon an element, how to travel the entire dark circle with the element, and how you would reverse it when you're taking the ritual down. There's an opening and a closing, guys. Don't do satanic ritual, leave the fucking door wide open afterwards. Remember, power in the dark circle is for containing that power, right? The only thing that should break that circle till it's been properly deconstructed is the satanic cone itself. It will open it up and let everything out on its own. We don't have to do a damn thing with that. Our energy is already done. Our circular cone, our spiral of energy, I'll call it that. Okay. But all these kind of things you guys are going to be able to be experiencing on a personal level. And that's what I want you to do. Come to the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival, experience it on a personal level. Make your own informed decision, like Drew's always telling me to do when I talk. I say, I want you to think about it yourself, right? Well, think about the experience yourself after you come to one of our events, right? I'm going to tell you something. Until the very next event, you're going to be looking forward to that next event immediately, and you have a hard time leaving the first event you just went to for the first time. We grow on people like that. But it's much more than that. It's not, and I can appreciate the compliments there that, we make everybody feel like satanic family. But it's not, it's more than just us. It's the ones that are coming to us too. Absolutely. And Drew's always going to be the type of leader who recognizes you on an individual fucking level. Doesn't matter to me your knowledge is up here or your knowledge is down here. You're a satanic soul. You want to know what matters to Drew? You're a satanic soul. And that soul is wanting to do more for Satan or not do more for Satan, right? So what matters for Drew is when you have that satanic desire, the devilish desire, as I like to call it, right? Okay, when you have the devilish desire that you really do want to step up and be more as a Satanist, I want to be there for you. I'm going to be there on equals grounds with the Satanist that comes in, becomes a general member, may not even do a covenant dedication or an initiation. I'm still going to be there for them too. Those decisions are personal choices. Satan respects and honors that, and I will too. But if you want to move up, guess what? We're about leaders, not followers. There's the difference with Brotherhood of Satan right there. Brotherhood of Satan, what makes us different? We do. There's the challenge. What makes us different? We fucking do. And at every Dark Arts Sabbat Festival, we're going to continue to, on an individual satanic level, as individual satanic stars, all in the dark circle together, with respect and brotherhood amongst each other. Oh, satanic unity can't happen. Satanists are always going to bicker and quarrel. That's if you allow your buttons to get pushed. You're going to always be fucking bickering and quarreling. But you don't have to be that kind of Satanist. You decide. And please choose to be a Satanist that wants to grow, not stagnate, by listening to this false rhetoric that you're going to get, these false constructs, not just from fucking Christianity, but sometimes within Satanism too. Brotherhood's always going to tell you, think for yourself. But above all, you know what Brotherhood of Satan's going to do? We're going to show you. We're not saying just listen to fucking our words. We're saying come to a Sabbath festival. Come to a Dark Arts Sabbath Festival. The feeling with being with your sisters and brothers, you're going to remember. There's no value to put on it. It's priceless. And the knowledge alone is something else. Okay. The idea is to continue to teach and learn from one another, right? And it's more than just teaching classes. It's practicing of a satanic magic and actually showing people these different rituals, right? And Drew, now I have authorization. I can actually talk about some of Brotherhood of Darkness rituals, and I'm actually being able to share them now. What people don't know at our Sabbath festivals and our organization, we've already brought Brotherhood of Darkness, 13 ministry offices into Brotherhood of Satan. We're already working on the merge with Brotherhood of Darkness and Brotherhood of Satan. There's things that have to take place. Brotherhood of Darkness, the most secretive satanic organization on the planet. Unless you're Drew, a person appointed to speak about it, we don't talk. Those that know don't say. And those that say don't know. That's a brotherhood axiom. And there's a slash. Unless they are chosen spokespeople. And there will never be a chosen spokesperson in the public eye that doesn't have the knowledge. And hopefully they'll all be like Drew. Okay. Truth of it. I don't tell you, believe my fucking words, guys. Believe what I do. Come and see what I do at a fest, okay? Watch my videos, for instance, right? But the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival, it's key for Theistic Satanism, everybody. Here it is. If you have that question whether satanic unity exists or not, you know, and you're battling yourself about it, attend the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival. You know? And as we're getting bigger, you know, now's the time. As we're getting bigger, more and more will be coming. Satan's already assured Drew of this. Drew's a real believer. There's a difference, right? Drew doesn't go, well, maybe. Or go, I doubt it. Drew absolutely fucking knows. All the Brotherhood has to do, and the Brotherhood's a wise organization, is do the right stuff. We've been saying this forever, okay, since we've come on the internet. All we want to do is show you guys the real thing. Like Coca-Cola says it, right? We want to show you the real thing. Make your own decision after that, okay? That's all we got to do. We're not telling you to listen to the words only. Okay. But what I am telling you is you're going to see it for yourself if you come to one of the Dark Art Festival, Dark Arts Sabbat Festival.com. It's really important for the growth of Theistic Satanism. Why? So we can all become. No, that's not a herd mentality. We're becoming on an individual level. That's not a herd mentality. Okay. Then picture Dark Arts Sabbat Festival. All these Satanists coming together. They're totally sovereign. But the thing freaking everybody else out about is we have solidarity, though, even though we're all sovereign as individual Satanists. The very thing that can shoot everything out of the fucking water and add to the direct growth of Theistic Satanism in the United States and in Europe. I'm going to tell you the secret. Brotherhood of Satan's expanding. We've got people asking to be reps all over the world. I don't mean the fake Illuminati people and all that crap out there. This year, I will be organizing our international reps program. No, I'm not turning my back on people from other countries that support Brotherhood of Satan and want to rep us. No, I'm going to work with them. That's what a good master counselor should do. All right, guys, come to this festival. I am Ritual Master. I always make sure there's some fucking cool rituals from Brotherhood of Darkness. And not only that, this is what I want to make sure I clarify. Every one of the Brotherhood of Satan Infernal clergy that attends the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival, each one of them is knowledgeable and they can practice satanic witchcraft and regular satanic ritual and do an excellent job. Very rarely will you see a mistake made. if there's any mistakes made in Brotherhood of Satan or any of our offline events and ritual, there are such slight mistakes that no one would notice it but your ritual master. Everybody makes mistakes. Even I do when I'm dealing with a lot of fucking energy sometimes. I might miss one word in the stanza. And don't worry, nobody beats me up worse than myself over that, right? Again, Satanism is about individualism. So as a leader, when you make a mistake too, and it happens for every good leader, we don't go out there and say, fuck, we fucking know it all. We're better than everybody else. We don't make any mistakes. I can pretty much say the Brotherhood of Satan doesn't make very many mistakes, though. Okay. But we still, we're individuals. We're going to make a few mistakes. And sometimes that's part of the learning process for learning how to do your magic properly. Oh, wait a minute. Drew's right. I just did a love spell. It's a fucking decrease of the moon. It's 3 days before the new moon. The darkest time of the fucking lunar. Okay. Which is for banishment and removals, by the way. Decrease, not increase. All right. So you get my drift. But you're going to learn these kind of things in Brotherhood of Satan. Okay. Oh, yeah. How to do fucking things right. That's fully constructing and deconstructing something properly. How to summon the demons and how to say goodbye to those demons and not offend the demons. What demons to summon at the same time, which is only guardian demons, and what demons you shouldn't summon any other time together, even, because their attributes are totally opposite of each other. I won't tell you what that brings in your magic, but your magic won't work when you do those things. Okay. All right. Theistic Satanism. Come alive. Be the beast. The true believers in Satan. The Satanic Dark Arts Festival. Wow. There's been talk about having black magic festivals and dark arts festivals. Even back in the 60s, there was going to be one that supposedly Coven was going to be there, and supposedly the Black Satanic Pope, which I think that might have meant LaVey, possibly. If not, it was in something to do with the Brotherhood. I could say that part. But, okay. But guess what? It didn't happen. They didn't happen. So today we have what? The Satanic Temple doing SatanCon. SatanCon is far cry. It's a far cry than the Satanic Dark Arts Sabbat Festival, where you can learn all the dark arts. And there's real ritual and practices and all that. I'm not saying Satanic Temple don't do some ritual, but remember, they're atheistic. Are the true believers in some of these atheistic organizations? Yeah, Drew knows they are. Some of them are. Some of them are actually real believers, too, that they get misled. They'll join those organizations. I think that's the way to be, or that's the prestige of the day, or whatever, right? What they're really looking for is us. Okay. And we're here. Difference is we do not recruit. But we have came out of the darkness now, when we are here for people to find us. The key thing to remember about the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival and Brotherhood of Satan, it's your chance to step up. We don't want followers. Okay? Followers, groupies, whatever we want to call them. Okay? We're looking for leadership. Leaders. And let me tell you why. Theistic Satanism. You know what we should be knowing when we hear the word Theistic Satanism? And no, this isn't the way it is now. There's only a few of us, like Satan, I'm one of them, that might have that kind of recognition. What we need is theistic satanic leaders that are going to be real leaders. Not lip service, real leaders. If you don't take charge in your life on a personal level, how do you think anybody else is going to look at you as a leader? Okay. So satanic leaders do what? They take charge. They take action. They do. I'm telling you, the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival is the place to do that. We want you to be who you are. Come on and show us who you are, right? Get the recognition you earn. Memes and all that's great on Facebook and on social networking. But we're actually a legitimate offline organization that does sponsor legitimate offline events. And now we're bringing the event onto the world stage for the wide world web. We took it out of just a social media platform that we were passing around, the fact that we were even allowing people to come something offline like that. Okay. Dark Arts Sabbat Festival is the key, the satanic key, the infernal kingdom key for us theistic Satanists to unite. And united under the banner of Satan. Okay? No one satanic leader. We are all satanic leaders. It's the way we want it to be. That's what Drew wants. I want us all to be satanic leaders. I don't want anybody in front of me or behind me. I want people next to me. Let's live who we are. Craft your life. Craft your life, right? Live your craft. It's very, very important. It's very smart. Even the terminology craft came from us. It didn't come from the Masonic fraternity at first. The use of the word craft. It was the actions and the things done by witches. Dark witches. It was our personal, as satanic individual witches, our personal craft. Okay. The Dark Arts Sabbat Festival is the key to satanic unity. It's now the vehicle for all of us to come together. Theistic Satanism must unite. And we've got to unite with strong leaders, wise leaders, leaders that don't get in pissy matches with everybody else. Do what Drew does in the next instance. Address things on your own personal master council profile like I do, okay, as a leader. I don't need to be out there in pissing matches. I know what the controversies in Satanism are, and I'm going to talk about them. In fact, they can't shut me up. The only thing you see Drew be closed-mouthed about is the things from Brotherhood of Darkness, secrecy obligations I've took with my parent organization, the organization that raised me from a child to today, and helped felicitate that there was a new Brotherhood generation, the Brotherhood of Satan. Dark Arts Sabbat Festival is the way for all of us to come together. Individually shine. Okay, go through our initiations, have our ordination. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. You can't pass on the Brotherhood mysteries by a video transference, guys. A video initiation, a video dedication. Now, I understand some people may be in places that just know absolutely no other way. And if you're sincere, which matters everything, then you have to do it that way, maybe. But again, depends on what your priority within Satanism is, isn't it? And if your priority is really you wouldn't want to miss something like the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival. It's going to be better every fucking festival. We grow. Drew does not believe in unprofessionalism, okay? And the more we are the way Drew knows we should be going, okay, which is professional, we're going to attract professionals too. Like attracts like. It's a simple natural law. But when like attracts like, what are we going to do with that, guys? Here we got the internet. We got a gift of Satan, gift from Satan given to us. But what are we going to do with it? Okay, like attracts like. We're in these groups. We're online. We're in social networks together. But what are we going to do with it? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to bring Theistic Satanism out from being the fringes of the occult to its rightful place as the original satanic witchcraft well before the Church of Satan. We are going to reclaim. That's what we're going to do. You can't reclaim, have a reclamation without practicing and living what it is you believe. And I am saying reclaim. Past the gates of death and earth, our inheritance of the earth. Vision fade not from our eyes of a satanic paradise. Okay. Got the vision, right? Do we want our satanic inheritance? I do. I want to see it before I die. For all of you. Everything to do with Brotherhood of Satan is being created for a legacy, a satanic legacy left to all of you, the true sisters and daughters of Satan and brothers of Satan. For all of us. Satanism. Individual Satanists were the highest embodiment of humankind. We are not the herd of humanity. Can we come together as individual dark stars, though? Yes, we can. That's not herd conformity. No. And just be yourself. Be that satanic star. I want to meet all kinds of satanic stars, okay? I want to see everybody. Don't sell yourself short by not believing in yourself, too, okay? Please don't do that as a Satanist. Believe in your fucking self, right? Walk into a room and command the attention of others. Drew can do it. No, I'm not demanding that. Just by me, being me. Every one of us as individual Satanists can say the same thing. It's me being me. And that's what the Brotherhood wants to see. No, we're not wanting you to be a clone. Oh, fuck no. Satanic stars shine, don't we? The only time they're shining together is when they're all together, right? But what do they do first? They shine on their own. They shine on their fucking own. Join us. Unite. Let's bring Theistic Satanism back to where it's supposed to be. It's not a fringe of the occult. The nutcases and fruits of the occult world. Theistic Satanists. How dare they? The real truth is we're smarter than all the rest of them. And we don't run around as hypocrites. We don't claim to be Satanists, but don't believe in Satan. We claim to be Satanists. And we deserve the honor of being called a Satanist because we really believe in Satan. I'll leave it with that. But the Dark Arts Sabbat Festival, everybody, is yours. It's all of ours. Join with us. Satan's time. It's your time. Hail Satan. Hail yourself. But always remember to hail Satan first. So mote it be, everybody. An infernal welcome to the Dark Arts Sabbat Festivals As we're moving into the following year, next year especially, we're getting much bigger. Our Samhain event at the end of this year will already be bigger than this next spring event. It's already going to be, I'm telling you straight. It'll cost the Brotherhood of National Office $11,000, guys. So I know what I'm saying. It's our time. Our people are coming. They're coming home. And if I can be just a little bit of a reason why they're coming home, hail Satan to that. For all the naysayers that want to stab me in the back for being a real Satanist and as dedicated as I am to Satan. They don't mean shit to me. They can't stop me. I have just begun to shine too as an individual Satanist, everybody. And I'm an elder now. Hail Satan. Guess what? You got to come to our events. Oh, let me add one last thing. I know I'm long-winded sometimes, but these are all key things. At our events, people don't feel left out. All you got to do is tell Drew or tell, which I'm the ritual master, okay? And now if it's somebody else's ritual, you know, you would talk to them about being involved in it if you want to. But you come in and you let Drew know. When you come to that Sabbath Festival, you let Drew know. Drew, I'd love to be part of a ritual if there's any spots for me. Speak up. Be who you are. I love everybody. Satan loves everybody, needless to say. There are things I do believe that Satan wants us to do, guys. He wants us to be wise satanic leadership and wise satanic Satanists and wise satanic witches. Those of us that are. Our time to shine. No one wants to take individualism out of Satanism, but we do want to create that vehicle where we all can shine on an individual level, everyone. The Dark Arts Sabbat Festival is it. It's not a Satan con. It's a place to really get things passed down to you and for you to have an exchange with others, and we all learn from each other. There's nothing like it. This is our open invitation to enjoy the wicked life. Attend one of our Dark Arts Sabbat festivals. Thanks, everybody, for your time. Obviously, Satanis.